Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. This is Soul Talk with Kilfox. So, as I was posting on yesterday, like all of the courts that you can think of in the 3D and the spiritual at this time, universal, galactic, cosmic, all of these courts are backed up. But because of the systems that we have in place, like it's it's not going to be long before everything gets stamped out and sent through. I'll just put it that way. Um, while I'm on here, I was asked to talk about if there's anything going on with a vehicle. So I have to say yes. Um, I had purchased a vehicle because I couldn't rent a moving vehicle and I couldn't afford, like, if I was going to put out $2,000 for movers and I don't even have furniture, like, that's what I was being charged. So it was like that, or just buy a truck or whatever for the same price. Um, so when I got it, I knew the transmission was about to go, but it was like I was literally gonna pay the same price either way. So I just figured, okay, well, hopefully this truck will work out for me, or I can save up money and like fix it or whatever, or just turn around and like sell it for parts and whatnot. So it's literally just been sitting ever since we moved here. It's just been sitting in the yard. Anyway, I went to get the registration and everything and the temp tag, and I remember being told that my license plate would be coming in the mail and that I would receive it within the next 3 months. Well, it never showed, and just out of politeness, I did give it 2 to 4 weeks time after that to make sure, that there wasn't any lingering mail or whatnot. And then I call in and they can't find a registration. And so I call, what was it, the secretary or the treasurer? And they said the same thing, that they could not find a registration. However, I received a letter in the mail from the local toll authority saying that they had tagged me on some kind of highway or interstate that I've literally never driven on. Ever. Like, I literally can't drive the truck. And I checked the dates, it was definitely on a date that we had already, like, the truck was already down, like, it wasn't moving, it is where it is now. And anyway, I call up and it's, she can't, no offense, but the lady just sounded a little crackheaded to me when I talked to her. She sounded like someone else that I had talked to in another situation, but that's not important for me to say right now, I don't think. But anyway, she's like, I give her my information, and she's like, okay, let me look. And then she pulls up, she claims to have pulled up a photo or whatever, but then she's like, hold on, and then she like tries to basically, I don't know what numbers she was using to verify any of this, because like the treasurer of the state and the DMV never recognized the registration, but she's giving me information, and then she's like, so this is and then she describes the vehicle, right? And I'm like, yeah. And I said something about, I got worried because in that conversation, like, I had my PlayStation stolen as well during this time frame, and I was like, oh no, do you think they could have like stolen my temp tag or whatever? And I don't know why, but this woman was very, like, she came back around. Like, if you're doing your job, you're not going to be worried about PlayStation or anything like that. But she actually repeats that to me, and she's like, oh no, we didn't have anything to do with your PlayStation. I'm like, why would you say that? Like, I I don't know. And then she claims to have had a picture, but there was no picture printed in the paper. Like, I've received toll bills in the past, right? And we definitely have the technology. If you claim you have a picture, you need to put that picture in your mail. But they didn't do that. But she did confirm that it was a mistake and she claims to have fixed it. Of course, all of that goes down before I called the state to verify my registration and to see where my license plate was at. And it was the same woman. It sounded like the same crack-headed woman that I was talking to. And she was saying, no, when you get a temp tag, that's not how it works. You just get a temp tag. You gotta come back in and do the registration and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I don't understand why would this lady look me in the eye and tell me that I would receive my permanent license plate in the mail within the next 3 months? Like, that's pretty oddly specific, if you ask me. Anyway, I'm gonna go straight into this read. I just wanted to put that out there because that was asked of me. Now moving on, we're going to figure out what all is in our collective energy at this time. Integrity. Collecting karma in the reverse. So somebody's in a new cycle here because of maintaining integrity through something here. Community. A community is recognizing someone or a group of people here. Smear campaign in the reverse. So it looks like something has cleared the air here. There's no more rumors, no more random stories. There's cohesiveness. People understand from the right angles as to what was really going on with some kind of situation here that required justice. We have blind eye in the reverse. No one else is turning a blind eye to any of this stupid shit. No one else is willing to take the heat for all of this. All right, so we got confirmation. Testing the waters in the reverse, so testing it over. We have appropriating resources in the reverse. No one's holding out resources based on any kind of racism or bias or any such thing like this. Note our Discrimination Act. Wait. Something about wait. We have been waiting for this for a very long time. Cycle in the reverse. We've got a lot of people graduating here who have closed out their grand cycles. Charitable income in the reverse. No more having to overextend ourselves to grant others energy for the sake of survival here. Methods of divination. So our team is educated. We are equipped. Spoiled princess. And we're all here standing in our own sovereign power. We're doing this by our own free will. This is not anything that we're being forced into. Trials and tribulation. We have faced the trials and tribulation. Oh, okay, so something about solo here. Like I said, we're graduating with this sovereign power here. Embracing the unknown. So a lot of us are looking forward to, you know, another child in the family. We're looking forward to, wow, this is just great. Like vacations, a lot of vacations, bro. We're like, yeah, let's get the hell out of here, bro. This has been long enough. We're ready for a break. Dancing in the clouds. Yeah, we're ready. We are ready to be the ones that are protected for a little while so we can take a break. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful so far. Let's see what else we've got here in our energy. So this deck was speaking to me again today. So we're gonna start with the Midnight Magic. We have the Five of Cups. With the Hierophant in reverse to follow. Yes. A lot of us are taking very, very great pleasure in watching these people fall. Six of Cups here. A lot of people are going to be, it's like the ones who have been in isolation are ready to just get out and stretch our legs, soak in the sun. And like the ones who have been stuck there out there in the heat and the sun, they're ready to come on inside and take their cozy break, hibernate for a little while. Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, so we're going to be feeling that topsy-turvy kind of energy over the next month. It's just the earth recalibrating, the grid recalibrating, the Six of Wands. And it's all according to our own free will. So if you didn't draw out or specify what it is that you're looking for to pull out and to manifest, then you'll probably be waiting a little while for those things to come through for you. There is a rhyme and a reason, especially when it comes to so-called timing. Six of Swords here in the reverse. Yeah, so something about we've already had some escapees. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We've had escapees, but none have been successful. As yet. Because you never know. The World in reverse. Again, everything is still moving in the favor of those who have been putting in the honest work. This is my Celestial Tarot card deck. I don't see these at Five Below anymore, but I do see them being sold like twice the price on Amazon. I was like, oh, that's a shame. But I love this deck. This is the World card, and I did get this. I was fortunate enough to get it at Five Below for just $5. So we saw the World up there in reverse, and so now you're seeing it come upright and crown what is, it's here to crown those who deserve it. Those who fought through this, most especially of those who had to do so alone. Or seemingly alone, right? Page of Cups is here. So I'm saying, like, we've got this huge award ceremony going on in the astral planes and the spiritual realm. It's just been a big showdown. Queen of Pentacles is here. Something about those who have been working behind stage, those are the ones taking credit here. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Because I mean, obviously, if they weren't the eyes and ears for us, you know, then how else could we properly adjust so that our audience has an immersive show, you know? They get to experience the immersiveness. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Something about this, there are devastating blows happening all over the media right now because of the stories that were created to basically distract people, and then now they're coming back having to realize, oh fuck, we just fucked ourselves. It's hilarious. But all this, you know, all these types of energies and so forth, they're done. They're done. Like the real Papa has returned home. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody's gonna be messing with this person. King of Cups in the reverse. All the false kings, all the false queens. Everything and everyone false is just disappearing. Alright, so one more tarot deck, and then I think we'll hop right into our angel deck and close out after that. Let's go ahead and see what the Phantom has to say. Does anyone know of the Phantom of the Opera? I used to love that story. We've got the Two of Wands here. Someone being granted the ability to do something or be something or go somewhere here. We've got the Emperor, Lord of the Land, being granted a position here as landlord, Lord of the Land. We've got the Six of Cups. This is something that's been approved not just within family roots, but within the roots of the land, the history of the land. Six of Cups here. This is going on across the globe. The reassignment of resources. The Three of Swords is in reverse. So all of the pain and all of the heartache, all of the separateness, all of the isolation, everything that has torn humanity apart is being remedied here. We have the Magician here. Somebody here who's not wanting to show their face or name, that has a huge deal in this and making all of this happen. Just for the simple fact that they decided to isolate and go cold and quiet. They were able to move mountains. We were able to move mountains because of this entity. We have the Death card here. And this is a beautiful card to have landed towards the end of this reading. Again, just confirmation of all of this. And we have the Two of Pentacles here to close out this line. All right, so everyone's still sitting on the edge of the seat. Like, whose name is going to end up on these inheritance papers? Oh my gosh, no one will ever shut up about that. And that's the thing. Those that question are the ones that will never receive it, because you haven't realized yet that we give birth to ourselves, and Our inheritor is ourselves. Well, so long as you wish to live. And that's the problem, is that people want to make other people look like, oh, they don't want to live. You stupid. No one doesn't not want to live. There are times where we need to like separate ourselves, but every being has the right to return home, period. We've got the High Priestess in the reverse. Well, somebody's crying and throwing a fit because they have to take the crown off and get off the throne and put the staff away, take the cape off. This is a prissy little one with this. She mad, bro. Three of Cups in the reverse. Something about somebody. There's a child here put in a position that they did not belong. They didn't have wisdom. They didn't have experience. You know what I'm saying? But they did this, wound up really spoiling and really, really tearing this child's life apart. Nine of Swords here. Now everybody wants to say, I'm sorry, I take it back. I didn't mean to be mean to you on purpose. The Hierophant is here. Woo! Somebody's daddy, granddaddy, ancestors. Everybody's stepping in, bro. I'm saying, I'm sorry. The fuck you just say? Oh, you want to play these games? Well, it doesn't sound like you're mature enough to be a part of this realm. So you're done. The Lover's card. So there is a union of partnerships happening, and that's all the way around, not just romantically. I am also speaking, of any familial ties, friendships, even, the strangers that you get to meet along the way as you've requested to implement, all of these are coming into play now. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Wishes granted. Wishes granted. Something about everybody participated in the nurturement of a seed here. Eight of Swords in the reverse. That's how and why this seed is able to become sovereign. Watching from afar, watching this person take on all of this pain and misery for the sake of growth, for the sake of saving the planet. The Sun is here in reverse. Something about people had to be confused behind what was happening. They couldn't know what was going on or going down. Because this is a journey that is supposed to only be known to this star being. As I say, star being. We have the Six of Swords here in reverse. Yes. People are still asking if they're going to be able to go home, and the answer is yes. We have the Ten of Swords here. This bullshit, no, we're not taking, no. Everything that belongs to you will be restored times 100 based on everything that everyone had to go through. So we'll just close with that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by and sharing in this energy with me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you don't mind, please leave a like, share, subscribe, or comment, because that's the only way I get to grow this channel. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. And in the meantime, stay cool. Bye.